Ready for some arm balance vinyasa? Let's go, ninja.
So let's start today in child's pose, please. Take a few moments to just get situated. Up to you whether you do a wide knee child's pose or a narrow knee child's pose. Kind of see what you need more. Wide knee will be more about the hips. Narrow knee will be more about the lower back. Take a second to get situated and then choose your adventure with your arms. Arms can come in front or they can extend back behind you. Just a moment to arrive for the practice. It's extra challenging when we don't physically leave our space, when we're just waltzing our butt to another section of the house. We really get to make a conscious shift to arrive for our practice. And just take a moment here and feel the weight of your forehead on the floor. And that connection of the space between your eyes that's said to be the seat of your intuition, the seat of your highest good, your highest knowledge of yourself. Just taking a moment to wake up that third eye center and just remind yourself that you have all of the answers within you. Whatever is showing up for you in your life right now, you never need external validation. You have it all within. Just take a deep breath in with that. Fill your lungs. And exhale the breath out. And with this next inhale, I want you to gather up any stress, anything that's been on your mind, anything that you've been chewing on for too long, that's been taking up too much space in your being. Fill up your lungs with it. Hold it at the top. Acknowledge that it's important and that there will be time to come back to it. Hold. And then out the mouth, let that shit go. And let your next hour to 75 minutes be free of whatever's been having a hold on you. So you can just be here and feel yourself move and breathe, nothing else. Start to walk your hands over to the right side of your mat. Go all the way onto the floor if you can. Walk your left hand as far as it'll go and plant that left hand firmly into the ground. And think about lifting your left armpit up away from the floor, but then turn your outer armpit and your outer shoulder on that left side, turn them down towards the ground. So it's almost like you're twisting your torso to the right. And use your right hand next to your right knee. Push down into the right hand. See if you can rotate your chest a little bit further to the right. Take another deep breath in right here. Good. And then walk it over to the left. Both hands come off to the left side of your mat. Right hand walks a little bit further. Really push down through that palm. Think of lifting the flesh of your armpit in and up. And then find the outer edge of your right shoulder and armpit and turn them down towards the ground, almost like your left nipple wants to point to the left. I like to tent my left fingertips next to my body. Push down through that left hand to help you rotate a little bit deeper. Good. One more full breath here. So nice. Walk it back through center. And then walk your hands back towards your knees. You're going to come up to sit on your heels. Tuck your toes under and just sit in a little toe stand for a moment. Just kind of letting the bottoms of your feet open up. Reach your arms up on a breath in. Cactus your arms open on your breath out. And pause here. Really squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lengthen your tailbone down. Lift the center of your heart to the sky. Take another inhale. Reach up. And then exhale, cactus those arms open again. Good. And then reach your arms back behind you. Interlace your fingers behind your back. Come up onto your knees. So rise up to stand on your shins. Take a breath in. Pull your knuckles down. As you breathe out, you're going to dive forward into rabbit pose. So bring the crown of your head onto the floor in front of you. Lift your hips over your knees and bring your arms or your knuckles overhead. So stage one, we've got some weight on the head here. Slide your shoulders down away from your ears. This might be enough. All right, stay right here. Option two, just for fun, if you feel safe, What would it take to lift your knees off the ground and turn this into a dolphin on your head with your arms reaching up and over? Keep the neck really strong, shoulder blades rolling down. 2 more breaths. Last full breath. Don't turn your head here. Stay really solid. And then if you can, without releasing your hands, bend your knees and bring your knees back down into rabbit pose. What? Beautiful. Sit back on your heels, child's pose. Let your arms rest. Take a moment. Just feel your shoulders. Feel whatever there is to feel, removing the weight from your head. Beautiful. And then walk your arms out in front of you. Sweep it up into a cow pose. As you breathe in, arch your spine, lift your tailbone. Exhale, round it up into cat pose. Keep it moving on your own. Cat cow, make it yours. Yeah, so either regular cat cow or hip circles, body circles. You could even get into your wrists, flip your hands over. This is your time to just move however you want to move. For a few seconds, just get your cobwebs out. Check in with wrists, check in with spine, check in with hips. How do you need to move right now to start to get things lubed up? Last full round of breath. Beautiful. And return to a neutral spine. Bring your knees a little bit closer together. Send your right leg back behind you. Nice and strong leg. Point your toes down and internally rotate your thigh. So that right hip comes down a little bit and your right inner thigh lifts up. Send your left arm forward if you can. Stretch it long. Breathe in. As you breathe out, elbow connects to your knee underneath you. We have 2 more like that. Inhale to stretch it long. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, stretch it long. Exhale, knee to elbow. Beautiful. One more time, stretch it long. This time, bend your knee, bring your heel towards your butt. You can pause there. If you want to add on, reach your left hand back for the top of your right foot. Grab a hold of the foot, and then see if you can kick your leg up into your hand. And then lift your chest and gaze forward, right? It's like you're arming a bow and arrow. As your leg kicks up, that's opening up across your chest. Press down through the right hand. Slide your right shoulder away from your ear a little bit, Billy. Yeah, last full breath. Oh, shenanay. No slingshot. Let it go with control. Bring your left hand down. Step your right foot to the left side of your mat behind you. Lift your right arm up for a modified side plank and then send your right arm over your ear. So it's kind of a side plank, but also not. It's more of a back bend because your right leg is behind you. So think back bend here. Spin your left biceps forward. Squeeze that left shoulder blade up towards the sky. And then think of curling your upper back up and over that left shoulder. Nipples to the sky. Last full breath here. Yes, good. Return, right hand down, right leg up and back. Inhale. Step it through between your hands. Come up, Anjaneyasana, low lunge. Take your arms to the sky. Interlace all of your fingers, except the index fingers. Point those up, Kali Mudra. Press down through your right heel, lift up through your spine. One more breath here. Good, take another inhale. Exhale, release your hands down to the mat. Step into downward facing dog. Right foot meets the left foot. Glide forward, plank pose is your inhale. Lower all the way down to your belly, breathing out. Untuck your toes, lift your chest, squeeze your elbows together behind your back, cobra. Exhale, release back down. Good, this time maybe a little bit higher if you want. Peel your chest up, elbows stay bent, pelvis is still on the floor. Squeeze those shoulder blades behind you. One more breath. And push it back, child's pose, hips to heels. Good. Inhale up onto all fours. Knees together. Send your left leg back behind you. Pause. Flex your foot, toes point down, wrap that outer left hip towards the ground. When you're ready, right arm reaches forward. Draw your lower belly in. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. 2 more times. Move with your breath. Take the entire length of the inhale to reach and the entire length of the exhale to contract. 1 more time, reach it up. Exhale, bring it in. Good, inhale, reach. Pause. Bend your left knee, heel to butt. You can stay here or reach your right hand back for the top of your foot. But then think about it, right? We're not just sort of holding the foot and waiting for something else to happen. Start to kick the foot back into your hand, almost like you're trying to lose the grip, right? You're trying to kick your leg to straight, but your hand is not letting your leg go straight, right? Still holding on. So kick that foot into that hand, resist back with the hand, and use that to pull your chest forward. Press down through your left hand. Rise up and out of your left shoulder. Last breath. With grace and control, right hand down, left leg steps behind you off to the right side of your mat, left arm goes up. Sweep it over your ear. Find a long stretch through the left side body. And then think more back bend than side plank. Start to squeeze shoulder blades together. Wrap your bottom biceps forward. Lift your chest to the sky and think of curling your upper back up and over that right shoulder. So good. Return left hand to the mat, right leg back. Inhale. Step it through for Anjaneyasana. Catch Kali Mudra, interlace all but the index fingers. Reach up. Pause here. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Press down through your left heel. Lift up, 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 up through the spine. Maybe lean back a little. 1 more big inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, downward facing dog. Plank pose glides you forward. Inhale. Your choice, to the belly or halfway for chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog if you're ready. Exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here. First official down dog. Maybe bend your knees, pedal out your feet. And then reconnect to your breath. Come back to that long, smooth in and out through the nose. And then think about pulling the low belly in and back and engage Mula Bandha. Squeeze your bathroom muscles. And then think about the tops of your thighs. Feel the tops of your thigh bones moving back to the wall behind you. And then feel your inner thighs spinning in and back. Find the slight sensation of internal rotation in the tops of your thigh bones. Good. Walk your feet to meet your hands at the top of your mat. Forward fold. Separate your feet a little bit wider than hips distance, and then walk your hands to the right side of your mat and hang your head down. And just kind of stretch into your legs, into your low back. Good. Leave your left hand where it is. Hopefully it's somewhere on the floor or on a block on the right side of your mat. Your right arm, take it underneath the left arm and grab your left ankle. And then see if you can pull yourself underneath, maybe sniff your left armpit. Hi. Who forgot deodorant today? Good. And then let that go and walk your hands over to the left. And try to move your right hip back so that your hips don't turn with you. We're isolating the right hip back as we move the torso to the left. So hopefully we're carving out a little sensation in the outer right hip, lower back, right rib cage. Good. Keep your right hand where it is. Left arm goes under the right arm. Catch your right ankle and see if you can pull yourself up and under. Kind of look up underneath your right armpit. Good. And then release. Bring the hands back through center. Heel toe your feet a little bit closer together or big toes touching. Rise all the way up to the sky. Inhale. Catch your left wrist with your right hand, side bend to the right. Good. As you come through center, cactus arms, back bend. Inhale, open the elbows, lean back. Exhale, side bend to the left. Grab your right wrist, lean left. One more like that each side. Inhale, cactus arms, lean back. Exhale, side bend to the right, catch your left wrist. Inhale, back bend, cactus arms. Exhale, side bend to the left. Inhale, back bend, cactus arms. Keep the arms reaching behind you. Interlace your fingers, bend your knees, dive forward, bring your knuckles along for the ride. Shake your head yes, and then no. Breathe into your collarbones. Beautiful. Release your hands towards the ground. Come halfway up to a flat back. Breathe in. Plant your hands. Chaturanga, step or hop it back to bent elbows. Squeeze your butt. Inhale, upward facing. Exhale, downward facing. 3 breaths. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. 2 more breaths. Reconnect to your low abdomen. Engage Mula Bandha. Feel your pelvic floor lift. Spin your inner thighs in and back. Push the floor away so you feel your shoulders rise towards your ears, like you're trying to stretch as far away from your hands as possible. On an inhale, look forward, come onto your tippy toes. Exhale, bend knees, step, hop, fly it up. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Rise to stand, reach up. Catch the left wrist, side bend right. Back to your cactus, back bend. Inhale. Grab your right wrist, side bend left. Inhale, cactus, back bend. Interlace hands behind your back, the weird pinky on top, so the other interlace, and then fold forward. Release your hands halfway up to a flat back. Plant your palms, chaturanga, step or float it back. Upward facing, splash it open. Downward facing, use your belly to pull up and back. 3 deep breaths. Reconnect, low belly, pelvic floor, inner thighs. Do the work. Gaze forward, tippy toes, inhale. Exhale, bend knees, step, hop, float it up. Half lift, breathing in. Forward fold, breathing out. Urdhva Hastasana, reach up. Catch your left wrist, side bend to the right. You know the drill this time. Cactus back bend, breathe in. Side bend to the left, breathe out. Cactus back bend, breathe in. Fold it forward, breathing out. Half lift, inhale. Optional Bakasana on your way through Vinyasa. If you want to take a little gander through crow pose, walk your feet back just a smidge. Knees to the triceps, not breaking it down. Take your time. And then you might play with holding your crow, walking it back, or you might play with the jump back through your Vinyasa. If you're jumping back, use that breath. Get it, Chrissy. Get it, Chrissy. Yes, nice. We'll meet in downward facing. So good, everybody. 3 breaths in your dog. Beautiful. Bring your feet a little closer together. Send your right leg up to the sky on an inhale. Pause. Keep that hip really square. Resist the urge to swing it open just yet. Dig back with your right heel. Squeeze your right butt cheek so you feel a nice, strong, long line of energy from hands to that right heel. Now bend your knee. Open up the hip and stack it on top of the other. Really feel the stark difference between the closed pelvis and the open pelvis. Wrap your right armpit to the floor. So the upper body is still in down dog, even though the lower body is splaying open. Straighten out that right leg, close it off. Inhale. Right knee to right triceps, shift forward. Send it up and back, 3-legged. Right knee to left triceps. Good, inhale, 3-legged. Exhale, step your right foot between your hands, crescent pose. Inhale to come up. Now stay up, open twist to the right. Right arm back, left arm forward. Lean back a little so your shoulders are stacked over your pelvis. Squeeze your inner thighs together like whoa. Good. Swing the arms back up, crescent pose. Inhale. As you exhale, lean forward, sweep your arms back like wings, palms facing the floor. Slow-mo, lower your left knee down, Anjaneyasana, pick up Kali Mudra on the way, all the way up, breathe in. Exhale, hands to the ground, round your back for a second, think cat pose. Look forward, supported warrior 3. Hands under shoulders, lift that left leg nice and high, breathe it in. Exhale, forward fold. Rise all the way up to standing. Inhale. Exhale, bend your knees. Sweep your arms back like wings. Chair pose with the arms back. Stay in chair. Reach your arms up. Inhale. Open twist to the right. Sweep that right arm back. Inhale, chair. Sweep the left arm back. Inhale, chair. Sit down a little bit deeper. Good, inhale. Sweep those arms back like wings. Pause. Shift into your left foot. Lift your right leg up and back. Warrior 3, passing through. Now find a Shiva squat. Bend both knees. Bring your right knee behind the left knee. Place your left hand on the floor. Half moon. Open up that right leg. Yeah. Left hand down. Other way, breathe. Left hand down, right arm up. Yeah, there you go. Giant step back, warrior 2. So we're setting up this flow. You guys are like WTF right now, but don't worry. We'll go through it a few times and you'll get it. Reverse it. Flip the front palm, tip it back. Circle your hands to the mat, vinyasa, however you want it. Maybe it's a 3-legged chaturanga. Maybe it's something else. We'll meet in downward facing. So nice. Full breath in. Full breath out. Take your left leg high. Pause. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Dig back through your heel like you're trying to kick a hole in the wall behind you. Try not to swing the hip open. Your right hip lifts up. Your left hip rolls down slightly. Good. Now bend the knee and open up the hip and feel the difference in the stacking of the pelvis. Drive your right heel towards the ground. Square off your left armpit. Beautiful. Straighten out that leg. Square off the hip. Breathe in. Left knee to left tricep. Shift forward. 3-legged dog. Sweep it back. Cross the knee underneath you to the right arm. Inhale it up and back. Step it forward. Crescent pose. Take your time to rise. Inhale. Open twist to the left. Exhale. Yeah. Sweep the left arm back up. Crescent pose. Lean forward. Arms back like wings. Lower your right knee down. Anjaneyasana. Catch Kali Mudra on the way up. Whee! Exhale, hands to the ground. Round your upper back. Cat pose. Inhale, supported warrior 3. Power up off of your legs. Hands under shoulders. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to rise. Exhale, chair pose with your arms back like wings. Stay low. Inhale, arms up. Twist to the right. Right arm back. So open twist. Sorry. Inhale the right arm back up. Open twist left. Inhale, left arm up. Sit down a little bit deeper in your chair. Good. Sweep your arms back like wings. Stand on your right foot. Send your left leg back. Warrior 3 with airplane arms. Shiva squat. Bend both of your knees. Get low. Place your right hand on the floor. Half moon. Open it up. Breathing in. Stay for the breath out. Start to bend your standing leg. Warrior 2. Big step back. Flip the front palm. Reverse warrior. Breathing in. Circle your hands to the ground. Vinyasa. Breathing out. Beautiful. Take 3 breaths in your dog. Child's pose is there for you anytime you need it. We're going to build on that flow one more time, just the same way we did it. So you lock it into your brain, and then we'll start to mess around and add some more things in. Feet together. Right leg high. Breathe it in. Right knee to right triceps. Exhale. Send the leg up and back. Cross it under to the left triceps. Inhale the leg up and back. Crescent pose. Step it through. Take an inhale to come up. Open twist to the right. Sweep your arms back up into crescent. Exhale, lean forward, arms back like wings. Lower your left knee. Kali Mudra, Anjaneyasana. Reach up, breathe in. Hands to the ground, round your back, cat pose. Fly it up, supported warrior 3, breathing in. Forward fold, breathing out. Inhale all the way up to standing. Chair pose with your arms back like wings. Transfer into your left leg. Right leg goes up for warrior 3. Shiva squat, bend both knees. Good. Half moon, left hand down. You can start to mess around with maybe no hands, just for fun. Step it back into warrior 2. Flip it and reverse it. Inhale, reverse warrior. Circle your hands down. Vinyasa, your way. Beautiful, you guys. Left leg high, inhale. Left knee to left triceps, exhale. Send it up and back, breathing in. Cross it under, breathing out. Inhale, 3-legged. Step it through for crescent. Inhale to rise. Open twist to the left. Left arm comes back up, breathing in. Lean forward, arms back like wings. Lower your back knee. Anjaneyasana. Catch Kali Mudra on the way up. Exhale, hands to the ground, round your spine. I don't know why I roar when I say that. Round. Inhale. Supported warrior 3. Float the right leg high. Exhale, right foot to the mat. Gorgeous, Linda. Inhale, Urdhva Hastasana. Reach up. Utkatasana with your arms back like wings. Stand on your right leg. Left leg goes back for warrior 3. Shiva squat. Bend all of your limbs. Half moon. Right hand down. Breathe it in. Exhale. Step back. Warrior 2. Reverse warrior. Inhaling. Hands to the mat any way you want. Kick it up to handstand. Vinyasa. 3-legged chaturanga. Whatever you want to do. Three long, complete breaths. Fill up deeply. Exhale completely. Give yourself 2 more just like that. Think about slowing your heart rate down using your magical breath. Maybe it's just my heart rate that's up. Beautiful. All right, let's add some ninja shit. Bring your feet together. Take your right leg up to the sky on an inhale. Right knee to the right triceps. We're preparing for one-legged crow. So mark it, pause. Now let's take it up one more time. Maybe this time it's a one-legged crow. Right knee to the right elbow tip. Shorten your stance. Hop your back foot in. Lean forward. See if maybe you can catch some air. Yeah. Back to 3-legged dog like nothing happened. Step your left leg back, right leg up. Inhale. Beautiful, you guys. Step or cross that knee underneath you for fallen triangle. Straighten your right leg off to the side. Take your left arm high. And then send that left arm over your ear. Now, same as we did earlier with the modified side plank. Can you think of a back bend here in fallen triangle? Turn your right biceps forward. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Spin your chest to the sky. What would it feel like to curl over your right shoulder, sorry. Return the left hand down, three-legged dog. Inhale. Crescent pose with joy. Inhale to rise. Open twist to the right. Back to crescent, breathing in. Sweep the arms back like wings, breathing out. Drop your back knee. Kali Mudra as you rise to Anjane. Inhale. Exhale, round your back, hands under your shoulders. Cat pose. Look forward, warrior three. Maybe no hands this time. Maybe hands to the heart, just for funsies. Shiva squat. What would it be like to do it with no hands? Half moon. Maybe it's no hands, half moon. See if you can float the right fingertips. Good, warrior two. Flip your front palm, reverse your warrior. Circle your hands down, side angle pose. So not both hands, sorry, one hand. Right hand down, left arm up. I'll let you choose your own adventure today. Lean back, scoop your right hip in and underneath you, but then it's yours. You can take extended side angle, regular side angle. You could bind it up. Wherever you are, that right knee is nicely, deeply bent. You're engaging your right hip. You're leaning back and opening your chest. 3 more breaths. Last full breath. Split your arms. Reverse triangle. Straighten your front leg to come out of here. Oh, yeah, baby. Circle your hands down, bend into your front knee, side plank on the left side. So spin to the outer edge of the left foot, right foot stacks. Any side plank will do. Yeah, so you can lower a knee. You can keep the top foot on the ground. You can stagger your feet. Take your right arm over your ear. Just for fun. What would it feel like to look for that same sensation of back bend in side plank? Keep your lower body as it is. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your legs together. Now spin your left biceps forward. What would it be like to open your chest to the sky without losing the hips? Keep your hips stacked to the side. Like you're isolating lower body separate from upper body. Last breath. Release your hand to the mat. Vinyasa or child's pose emergency. Yogi's choice. Three deep breaths. So good. Take your left leg high. Inhale. Tap your left knee to your left elbow real quick, just as a mark. Okay, three-legged dog. Now you might hop your back foot in a little. Let's try shortening the stance first. And then shift forward, look forward, see if maybe there's a moment of airtime in flying crow. Good, you guys. Right foot down, left leg up. Inhale. Cross it underneath you to the right arm, fall in triangle. Straighten your left leg off to the side. Right arm comes over your head. Now same thing. Are you finding a pattern here? Turn your left biceps forward. What would it be like to spin your chest to the sky, creating the sensation of back bend even in this shape? Good, right hand comes down, sweep the left leg high, inhale it. Step it through for crescent lunge. Inhale the arms to the sky. Open twist to the left. Yeah. Left arm comes back, crescent. Exhale, lean forward, arms back. Lower your right knee, Anjaneyasana with Kali Mudra, peel it high. Exhale, round your back, fingertips on the floor, cat pose. Warrior three, maybe no hands. Shiva squat, maybe no hands. Half moon, maybe no hands. All the maybes. Play with it. It's your practice. Have fun. With grace, warrior two. So good. Flip the front palm, tip it back into reverse. Side angle pose. Fingertips to the inside of the foot. Start with the right arm up. If you need the elbow on the thigh, totally fine. Maybe arm overhead, maybe arm straight, maybe bind. But pick one. Notice if you like change your mind 12 times, or if you need to look at the screen first to see what someone else chose. Just notice if that's a thing that happens for you. Make your choice for yourself. Who cares what anyone else is doing? 2 more breaths. Keep peeling the chest up to the sky. 1 more deep breath. Beautiful. Split your arms. Right arm up. Reverse triangle. Lean back. Gorgeous. And then circle your hands down, setting up side plank on the right side. Spin to the outer edge of the right foot, left arm goes up. So any variation of your side plank will do. But wherever you are, turn that left hip forward. Yeah? Send your left arm over your ear. Now, what would it take to spin your right biceps forward? Start to squeeze your right shoulder blade up. And then think, can I keep my hips mostly pointing to the side, but can I rotate my torso to the sky like you're a corkscrew? Yeah. Last breath. Left hand comes down. Vinyasa. Beautiful, everybody. Walk your hands back to meet your feet at the back of your mat. Feet hips distance apart, Padangustasana. Grab your big toes with your peace sign fingers. Come halfway up to a flat back, breathe in. Bend your elbows out to the sides. Use your hands to pull yourself into the stretch. Relax your neck. Allow your upper back to decompress. And as you pull up on your toes are actively pushing back down against your fingers. So you have like this energetic lock. Hands pull up, feet push down, and those two actions together should help you traction some extra length in the spine and in the legs. Beautiful. Padahastasana. Release your big toes. Slide your hands underneath your feet. I've been going to Ashtanga-inspired classes lately, so the Padagustasana and Padahastasana are very Ashtanga-y. Sneaking them in. Try to stand on your actual wrist creases. If your hamstrings are tight, bend your knees as much as you need to get those hands as far up under there as possible. And then use your toes, kind of scrunch down to massage your wrists. Then we'll come halfway up to a flat back, even here with your hands under your feet, lengthen. And then bend your elbows out to the sides and pull yourself in. And it's the same action. Your hands are pulling up on your feet. Your feet are saying, haha, very funny. I'm pushing back down against your hands. And those two actions together will help you find the length. Now, inner thighs, spin them in and pull them up. Yeah, feel what that did to your legs when you rotated your inner thighs back and then tucked them up. Notice how your hips lifted a bit. Now think about your outer hips and your butt cheeks. Squeeze them, turn them on. Hug your outer hips in at the same time as your inner thighs go up and back. Hey, leg activation. Beautiful. Unstep on your hands. Release Padahastasana. Bend your knees. Suck your belly in and roll yourself up to standing, one vertebra at a time. Really nice, you guys. All right, come to the top of your mat. Little balancing, nuggety nugget. I'm going to show myself from the side, but you guys just face the regular way. Take your, we should all do the same leg. Take your your left leg, pick it up and cross it over into a figure four. And then sit back, figure four, chair pose. Yeah, hands on hips to start. Send your length in. Lengthen your tailbone down. Try to take the sway out of your lower back and extend your arms up in front of you. Good. You can start to hinge forward about, I was going to say 90 degrees, but that's not a thing. Hinge forward and then choose your adventure. You can either stay here. You can interlace your hands behind your back and pull those knuckles behind you. You can take flying pigeon if you have it and if you want it. We didn't really work in the direction of flying pigeon, but we can't have a next level vinyasa class and be in this shape and not offer it. So therefore, if you want it, yes, Sarah. Good. Yes, Laura. Yeah, and if you flew your pidge, can you come back like nothing happened? Do. Good. Right hand to right hip. Nice, Billy. Left peace sign fingers to left big toe. Rise to stand. Bring your left big toe with you. Uttita Hasta, Padagustasana A. Extend that left leg straight out in front of you. If it doesn't extend, bend it. But think about plugging your left shoulder back in the shoulder socket. Maybe lift your right arm up. Good. Now start to pull that left leg open to the side. Uttita Hasta, Padagustasana B. And notice how your left hip wants to hike up to get the leg higher. Drop your left hip down, but pull the leg higher, not the hip. As the leg comes up, the hip goes down. Good. Come back to center. Switch it out. Right hand to the outer right foot. Left arm back for the twist. We're almost out of here. Good. Lift your chest. Rotate that torso. So nice, everybody. Let go of your foot, both arms up. Hold it for a moment. Sweep it back, standing splits. I know your right foot is on fire. We're almost out. Your choice here. Stick with your standing splits or plant your hands and take a few hops towards handstand. Yeah, make sure your arms are straight, pushing the floor away. Keep your gaze down between your thumbs. And we'll take it through Vinyasa whenever you're ready, however you want to get there. Really nice. Yeah, Billy. So good, everyone. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Beautiful. Gaze forward to the top of the mat. Inhale, tippy toes. Exhale, bend knees, step or hop it up. Halfway up, flat back. Breathe in. Fold forward. Inhale, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Beautiful. Lift your right leg. Externally rotate the hip. Figure four chair pose. Sit back. Ooh. Find your balance. Keep your gaze out in front. And then arms can go up or arms can go forward. Start to work into that outer right hip. Yeah, some of you will stay here. Some of you will find a flying pigeon here. Take your time. Beautiful, Julie. Keep your gaze forward. Good, and then come back like nothing happened. Beautiful, Bree. Nice hold. Yeah, and then left hand to left hip, like I meant to all along. Big toes, peace sign fingers to right big toe. Uttita Hasta Padagustasana A. Peel it up. So A is straightforward, right? Now look at your right toes. For many of us, they have a tendency to turn out. Can you spin your right inner thigh in and down towards the floor? That's going to turn your foot to point straight up. Maybe left arm up. Plug the right shoulder back into the shoulder socket. Good. Maybe open it up. Uttita Hasta Padagustasana B. To the side. Yeah. And drop that right hip as you lift the leg higher. Can it be about the leg without being about the hip? And then bring it back to center. Switch it out. Left hand to the outer foot. Right arm goes back for the twist. If you can't hold your foot, hold your knee. Beautiful, everybody. Back to center. Arms up, leg up. Oh, shanai. Standing splits. Slide it back. Say thank you, left ankle. for still being functional. And then either work your standing splits, keep that hip square, or plant your hands, take a few hopsies. Yeah, notice if your elbows try to bend in your kick-ups to handstand, really force them to straight. That's your power in the handstand, is those arms pushing. Yeah? And then take it through Vinyasa, however, whenever your heart desires. Yeah, Chrissy. So good, my ninjas. Take a few breaths in your dog. Maybe it's child's pose if you want to play and you've got energy and you want to pinja or handstand. Give you about a minute to gather yourself here. Good, Laura. Just a little further. Good, Laura. As you jump, push your chest back towards the wall behind you so that your chest is countering what your hips are doing. Yeah, that's the direction. Nice work. All right, you guys. Final little jam, and then we'll slow it down. Make your way back to dog. Gaze forward to the top of the mat. Come on to tippy toes. Bend knees, step hop, float it up. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Urdhva Hastasana, rise all the way up. Utkatasana, hands to the heart, sit back. Good, left leg up, figure four chair. Same jam, adding on a little. So no flying pigeon this time, unless of course you just want to do arm balances and fuck the rest, then go ahead. But everybody else, take your triceps and start to move them in front of your leg. Yeah, I'm going to show you this from the front. Move them on top of your leg. Now your right triceps are going to be crossing in front of your right foot. Yeah. Now take your right hand and turn it down. Turn your thumb to the back of your mat. Internally rotate your right arm. And then get the arm in front of the foot and see if you can bring your right hand to your hip. Yep, you got it. And then see if you can wrap your left arm behind your back and bind your hands. So you've essentially wrapped just your right foot in the crook of your right elbow. Now just for shits and giggles, look up, suck your belly in. Can you rise to standing with this little bound pigeon? Does not make you a better person, don't worry. Yeah. And then put your bound pigeon back down. Do. Beautiful. Unwrap the bind. Left big toes to left peace sign fingers. Uttita Hasta B. Pull it open. Whee! Beautiful. Keep that left leg open. Half moon. Release your foot. Slide the right hand down on the left leg back. Beautiful. Option for flying crow from here. Left hand down. Left knee to left triceps. Right leg flies up. And then maybe jump it back, Vinyasa. Yeah. Get it, Sarah. Get it, Sarah. Good. Whee! Yeah, it's a different ballgame from half moon. Like the fuck? It's kind of fun to try. Good. Give it a big breath in. And out the mouth. Last side with joy. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bend knees, step hop, float it up. Half lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Rise to stand. Hands to the heart, chair pose. Right leg crosses, figure four chair. And then start to sneak your triceps in front of the shin. How low can you go? Yeah, now left arm, internally rotate it. Thumb points down. And then awkwardly bend it. See if you can slap your own ass with your left hand. And then right arm behind. Clasp. All right, maybe this is like, what the hell? Stay here. If you're like, okay, I got this. Look up, Suck your belly in, see if you can rise. So it's like some kind of bastardized bird of paradise flying pigeon situation. Good. Come out of this completely nonsensical shape. Bring it back into your figure four. Unwind your bind. Right big toe, be sign fingers. Utthita Hasta B. Pull it out to the side. Just passing through to half moon. Release the foot. Just using this as a pass through for flying crow. Bring your right hand back down. See if you can get right knee to the right arm first. Once it's in position, lean forward and you can sneak the left leg back. And then maybe it's a jump back. From there, maybe it's a hobble, maybe it's a face plant. Get it, Linda. Oh yeah, we got some other shit going on these screens. I love it. Beautiful, you guys. Big inhale. And sigh it out. Beautiful. Take your right leg to the sky. Step it to the front of your mat. Lower your left knee down. Walk your right hand to the right, right foot to the right a little bit. Left hand comes down. Peel your right arm up and twist. See if you can reach your right hand to the back of your mat. Maybe you'll pick up your left foot, kick it into your hand for crooked monkey. So for this one, turn your right toes out and let your right knee hang open. And then flex your left foot. Normally how we do this is we grab the foot and then we pull the foot closer. Let's do it a bit differently today. Flex your foot and then kick your foot back like you're trying to put your foot back on the floor, but don't let go of your hand. Don't let go of your hand. So as the foot pulls back, the chest opens. And then can you think of the same back bend stuff we've done all day today? Peel your left biceps forward. Left shoulder blade squeezes into the midline. Can you twist your chest open to the sky and find a sensation of back bend even here? Last full breath. Good. Release the back foot of crooked monkey. Bring both forearms down to the ground. Lizard lunge on forearms. You can make this yours. Yeah, you can keep your back knee down. You can lift the back knee off the ground. All the options. And some of you might bring your right arm underneath your leg. Now, there's a couple different things to explore here. I don't have the flexibility for this today, but some of you you could start to work head behind the leg pose by grabbing your ankle with both hands and slowly starting to work the crown of your head behind that leg. It doesn't have to go all the way, but it's the direction. You can also work into Kundalini B from here. Get your right shoulder underneath your right hamstrings and maybe shift it forward. About 5 breaths here to play with whatever it is that you want to do in this kind of shape. Yeah, there's also a bind available, all kinds of goodies. Good. Chest up a little more, Julie. Yeah, chest up and forward. That's going to help you with the counterbalance. Really good. Get it, Billy. That head is behind that ankle. Here's a shape you'll never need to make in your whole life. Good. And then slowly start to peel yourself up out of here. Place your left hand on the floor nice and wide. Pick up your back knee and see if you can pull your left leg through and come to seated. Good. Bend your right knee. Bring your heel just in front of your groin. Okay. Inhale the right arm up. Get really long. Exhale, fold to the inside of the right leg. Take a moment, hold on to your left foot, maybe with both hands. And then notice how your right knee might like to splay open. Mine does. Use your inner thighs to hug that knee in towards your shoulder. This might be it. It might stay right here. We might go for a little Marichyasana situation. Take your right arm, karate chop it in front of your right shin. Turn your right thumb down. Bend the elbow. See if you can wrap your arm around the front of your body, and maybe your hands meet behind your back. Yeah? So this pose feels like it should be a twist, right? Because you're kind of twisted here. But actually, we're forward folding. So take another breath in, lengthen your spine, and then fold back in. Now take your left ribs and turn them to the right towards your right inner thigh. So you feel that we're undoing the natural twist to really fold the torso forward. Drop your head. This might be enough. Option to stay here. Option to look up. And then see if you can lean back and pick up your right foot. So you're still bound, but your right foot is no longer on the floor. And then maybe lean back even more and see if you can pick up your left leg. Awesome. So I can't say that I'm extremely well prepared because I've never actually tried this transition, but it just occurred to me that we could try it. But this is why I love this class, because I can throw random shit at you and you don't judge me. So what about flying crow from here? Huh? What? If we think that the right leg and the right arm will be the base of your flying crow and the left leg will fly up. If you let go of the hands but stay in position, could you tip this forward into your flying crow? And what would happen? Don't overthink it. Just figure it out. Yeah. There you go. No one said it was going to be a smooth transition. Yeah, we figured it out. It's awesome. Nice. And then back to your dog. Awesome. I just had a brain fart. Hold, please. I think there's lizard lunge, but there might be something first. I don't know. Let's go to lizard lunge. Take your left leg high. Step it through while I try to remember what I'm missing. Step your left foot to the left. And then drop down onto your right knee. Twisted monkey. Take that left arm up and over. Grab a hold of your ankle. Yeah, and then flex your left foot. Let your right foot. Let your left knee fall open a little bit and begin to kick your right leg back. And as your right leg kicks back, your whole torso moves back with it. Let your body go with the leg. And then turn your right biceps forward, pinch your shoulder blades together, and think, how can I get nipples to the sky as I kick the leg back? Really open across the front of the chest. So good. Release your twisted monkey. Left hand comes back down. Good. Lizard lunge of your choice. You can come to elbows. You can lift your back knee. You can keep the back knee down. Give yourself a few breaths, and then maybe you start to move towards getting the left shoulder underneath the leg. Maybe that'll start to become getting the head underneath the leg. And for some of us, maybe it's going to be from here. Plant your left hand, walk that left leg forward till it lifts in order to tip it into the balance. Nice. Come back into your lunge for a few breaths or whatever it is that you're working. We're all doing something different, which I love. Good. Prop yourself back up. Right hand nice and wide. Lift your hips. Pull that right knee through and come to sit. Good. Right leg straight. Left heel in front of left groin crotch region. Groin crotch region. Don't quote me. Take your left arm up. Inhale. Exhale, fold to the inside of that left leg. Grab your foot. Maybe with one, maybe both hands. Check in with your left adductors. Hug them in. Good. This might be enough. Option for Vinyasa. Left arm slices across the front of your leg Internally rotate, thumb points back, and then see if you can clasp hands behind your hip. Good, and then fold it down. Inhale to lengthen more, and then exhale to fold down. But think about your right ribs moving to the left. Feel that rotation of your torso. It's okay if your left sit bone is off the ground. You can try and anchor it back down. Notice how that changes your shape. Good, you can stay with this. Option to look up. Lean back, see if you can pick up your left foot. Yeah, then a little core work, a little hip flexor work. Lean back, pick up your right leg. But try not to round your spine. Say hi to your quads. Good, now just for fun, what if you were to let go of the bind and think path of least resistance? To get to flying crow, you're probably gonna need to get this right leg in and back underneath you, right? So that's the first thing I would do is bend the right knee, shift forward, hands down, and then maybe there's a lift from there. You might need to reposition your left knee. Yeah. Thanks for going with my crazy ideas. I'm pretty sure it's a thing. It wasn't a thing for me until right now. Good. And then take it through however you want it. Beautiful work, friends. Let's take the right leg high and bring it into single pigeon. Across the front of your space. Make sure your right knee is off to the right of your shoulder so that you don't tip over. Take an inhale to find some lift. And then fold yourself in. Beautiful. Start to deepen your breath. So this might be a great place for you to stay right now. You might want to go on to the mermaid. If you're feeling it, start to prop yourself up. If you're staying down, just ignore. Okay? If you're coming up for mermaid, upright yourself first. And then push down into your front shin. So it's the same principle as flying pigeon. That front shin, push it into the mat until you feel your whole pelvis lift up. That's the Mula Bandha engagement, right? Then you bend the left knee and grab a hold of it. If we don't engage Mula Bandha, that's when we get flip-floppy and we fall out to the side. So really pushing that front shin in. Put the foot in the crook of your elbow. That's stage one. If you can, wrap your left ribs forward. That's the twist here. Same as the Marichyasana we just did, yeah? And then maybe the right arm comes up and clasp your hands. And the same work we've done the whole class with those little back bendies. Can you think of squeezing your shoulder blades together, spin your torso forward, and then curl yourself up and back over that left shoulder? Gorgeous, Laura. One more deep breath. Without slingshotting your foot, if you have it, slowly let it go. We're all going to flop onto the right hip and take Upavishta Konasana. Open your legs out to the sides. Flex your feet. Slide your pelvis forward. Hands in front of you. Take a breath in to lengthen. And then start to fold yourself in. Now look at your feet. Depending on your anatomy, your feet might want to turn in, or they might want to turn out. Your job is to keep your toes pointing up. So that's either going to mean you need to engage your outer hips to externally rotate the legs more, or it might mean you need to engage your inner thighs to internally rotate. The fun part is you might have one leg that does one thing and the other leg that does the other. So extra paying attention to what each leg needs in order to stay even. Beautiful. Take your left arm to the inside of your left leg. Lift your right arm up and send it up and over. So eventually we're going to be holding our big toes. That eventually might be today for you, It might be like not now. Yeah? The objective is to have the chest open, nipples to the sky. So if you're reaching for your foot and the whole thing closes down, we've gone too far. We've lost the purpose of the pose. All right? Try to keep the torso open. If that means you're not holding your foot today, awesome. And notice as you lean to the left, your right butt cheek's going to want to lift. Can you anchor your right butt cheek to the ground as you lean? Use your left arm, pushing against your left inner thigh to rotate open more. Beautiful. Take your right hand down the middle, sweep it all the way across to the right, and let's do the same thing on the other side. Right arm to the inside of the leg, left arm up, inhale, and then over. Keep your torso open. You can test out grabbing the big toe, and then see if you can keep the opening of the chest. If you can't, give up the big toe. Good. Last full breath. Circle the left hand down all the way across the front, all the way to the back of your space, single pigeon at the back of your mat. If you're like, no, I'd rather do it at the front of my mat, then just come back to the front and turn it around. Okay, take an inhale to grow some length. Grow some length. Exhale, fold yourself in. And take a few moments here to just be in your pigeon. If this is a good place for you to stay, stay here. If you want mermaid, start to pull it up. Before you do anything with the legs, don't be in a hurry. Push the front shin into the ground. See if you can experience a lift of your pelvic floor. That is the muscular engagement you want from mermaid. If you're flopping over, push more through that front leg. If and when you're ready, you bend the back knee. Reach for it. Yeah, and that might be it, right? Stop at whatever stage your body's at. Sneak the foot into the crook of the elbow if you can. Pause. Right ribs, turn them forward. Oh, maybe that's enough. Maybe the left arm goes up. Keep turning the torso forward. Maybe clasp hands behind your head. Yeah, and then lift your head, lean back. Keep wrapping the ribs forward. And think about curling over your right arm, right? Take your sternum to the sky. You're leaning back over your shoulder blades. 3 breaths. Beautiful. Without slingshotting the foot, let it go. Woo. Good. We'll come out to the side again. Instead of Upavishta this time, coming to Baddha Konasana, bound angle. Feet together. Grab the outer edges of your feet. Take an inhale to grow nice and tall. As you exhale, keep your spine long. As you fold forward, bring your elbows into your inner legs anywhere. And use those elbows to press your inner legs open as you send your heart to the front of your space. Beautiful. And slowly rise up. And make your way onto your back. Set yourself up for bridge. We'll do a couple rounds of back bends. If bridge is enough, you'll stick with that. Otherwise, we'll offer up wheel on the next round. Feet pointing forward. Take your time to lift your hips. Roll your shoulders underneath you so you've got a really nice ability to push down through the shoulders to lift your sternum. Hug your inner thighs together. Zip your tailbone forward towards the backs of your knees. And take 3 long breaths here. Good. If you're ready, you'll lower it back down. Take a beat. And we have a second back bend, 5 breaths. You're either going to repeat bridge pose or you're coming to wheel. We didn't really open up the shoulders in the direction of wheel today, so you can give it a try. If it doesn't feel very open, that's probably why. Okay. If you're coming up to wheel, flip your hands. Choose whether you're going to come onto your head first or not. Turn your hands out slightly as you press up. Good, and then use your legs to push your chest through your arms. The power of this pose comes from the legs. Inhale deeply. Exhale fully. 2 more deep breaths. Good, and then slowly lower down. Nice work. Hug your knees into your chest. Take your right knee, cross it on top of the left. Scoot your hips to the right an inch and drop your knees to the left for eagle leg spinal twist. Turn your head to the right. Take a couple of breaths. And come back to center. Switch your legs out. Left leg on top. Scoot your hips to the left. Knees to the right. Couple deep breaths here. Come back through center. Uncross your legs and then choose your next adventure. It could be happy baby. It could be plow pose, tossing your legs up overhead. It could be shoulder stand. Anything that you want to do to complete your practice. If you do the shoulder stand sequence or plow pose or anything that puts a lot of pressure on your neck, make sure you clear it out with fish pose on the way out. Anything else is pretty much good to go. Take your time. If you're doing something side specific, think about your second side. If you're feeling like you're pretty wrapped up, go ahead and start setting up Shavasana. As you arrive, let your feet flop open, shoulder blades draw together. And set yourself up for a moment of rest. Give yourself the biggest breath you've taken so far today. Fill your lungs. Hold at the top. Sip in a little bit more if you can. And then let it go. And for the next 3 or so minutes, you get to be a human being, not a human doing. We are very good at human doing. You get to just be. Just observe what's going on in your head, the thoughts that are coming back into your mind to harass you. Say thank you for sharing. We'll come back to you later. And then let it go. You have the conscious ability to choose your thoughts. You have the ability to choose where you let your mind go, what spirals you allow yourself to go down. This practice creates the awareness for you to notice what is me and what is the BS in my head, and to discern the difference. Let everything go. Shavasana. With your next inhale, fill you back up with breath. Start to bring some movement back into hands and feet. Maybe stretch your arms up overhead and give yourself a little wake up stretch. And roll onto your side to come back up to a seat, or you can press straight up if you like. And stand up tall for a moment. Bring your hands together at your heart. Bowing chin to hands, a gesture of reverence and gratitude for this practice. Reverence and gratitude to yourself for carving out the time. And gratitude for the reminder that you always have the answers within you. Whenever you're tempted to ask other people for their opinion or their validation, to know that you're on the right track, remember this space of connecting to yourself. You have all the answers you need within you. Only you know best. Trust yourself. Let's take a deep breath in. Exhale it out. We'll do one sound of Om. Feel free to Om with me if you like, or just listen. Deep breath in. Om. Thank you for sharing your time, your effort, your practice, your sense of humor. Namaste.
Ready for more upside down fun? Check out the rest of my videos.